Greetings and welcome to this, the Pantry of Horror. Today we're going to be looking at Outlast, created by ex-Ubisoft and EA employees, and promises to be a spine-tingling experience. The game features new combat, and promises to chill you to your very core. How ghoulish. Outlast is the latest game from a team of former AAA developers who formed their own studio, Red Barrels. Where they previously worked on games like Splinter Cell, Uncharted and Prince of Persia. While big budgets are out the window, Outlast feels the product of a much bigger team. You play as Miles Upshaw, a journalist who gets a tip-off about some unsafe practices being conducted at Mount Massive Asylum. He takes a drive up there and isn't nearly prepared for what lies ahead.
They killed us!
The Unreal Engine appears to do its usual song and dance here, but I couldn't find a single piece of pop-in in sight. Lighting effects are fantastic, but the real element of fear here comes from your one trusty piece of technology, your camcorder.
He's one of her!
Utilising the camcorder's night vision mode, you navigate pitch black areas looking for the telltale glow of various asylum inmates, peering around walls and hiding under beds whenever you can. The sound in any horror is one of the most important elements. That one single thing can be the turning point from people throwing popcorn at the screen to hiding behind their hands. Outlast is a surprisingly loud game with an incredibly effective orchestral score, as well as your character's heart pounding and heavy panting as he hides from monsters. While the game has no combat, there's the odd quick-time event that involves you struggling with inmates, but you'll spend most of the time hiding in the dark. The game does a very good job of making you shiver at the very thought of walking into the next room, but to proceed, you really are going to have to go down to that basement. Outlast is a terrifying experience that's incredibly detailed and outshines some of the even bigger budget games. It's certainly not for people expecting tiny scares. Outlast will burst in front of you with a scream and never lets up. It's available on Steam right now.
Little pig!
Thank you for joining me in my Pantry of Horror. Join me next week where we'll take a look at another spine-tingling game.